So this video will show you exactly the process of sending and submitting that notice of appeal process. So let's get started. So here, as usual, when I am searching for information, a website about immigration, I always go on Google search. And in this video, I'm going to I'm going to type in appeal immigration decision, can I spell? Decision UK. And here we have some ads, so make sure you select the official website. And here we have the gov.uk, and so we click on that, and here it takes us to this web page. It says appeal against the visa or immigration decision. So for this purpose, I'm going to be very quick, but I would always recommend for you to read through this page and see what it says. But if you are sure what you need to do, then just follow me along. But otherwise, take time to familiarize yourself with the information on this page. So if you are in the UK, here you have appeal from within the UK. That's what you're going to click. Or if you have made an application for someone outside the UK and you are the sponsor and the applicant is outside the UK, then and you are also wanting to appeal against that decision, then you click on this appeal from outside the UK. But for this video, I'm just going to show you appeal from within the UK. So click on that one. Okay, so again, familiarize with the information, and you can only appeal, please take note, you can only appeal from within the UK if the decision letter from the Home Office that you received says that you can appeal, that you have a right to appeal. Otherwise, the letter will also tell you you don't have a right to appeal, but you can apply for administrative review. So administrative review here, and you can click on that for more information. So if you are still within the concept that you are appealing and your letter says you have a right of appeal, then follow along. So here you have how to appeal. There is a deadline for this appeal. You have 14 days from the date the decision was sent. Now we're going to discuss about this deadline from the decision was sent. Okay, so we're going to start now. But first, let's go through this one. It says if you're appealing for yourself, use the online service to submit an appeal, which is what we're doing now. Okay, and then add document in support of your application. This will be later. You can ask for a hearing, because there are two types of appeal. One for appeal on papers, and appeal with the hearing. Okay, so we're going to start now. Okay, so here you need to create an account, the same as if you were doing your immigration application and you did it yourself online. It's exactly the same kind of process. You need to create an account, or if you already have an account, you made an account already, then you sign in to continue. Okay, sign in to continue. Otherwise, for this purpose, we click completely start, and it asks you, are you currently in detention? So we say no to that. Are you appealing an EU settlement scheme decision? If you are, then click yes. If you're not, then click no. If you're unsure, then it says the first page of your decision letter should include the type decision you're appealing. That's very good. Okay, so here again, are you appealing revocation, protection status, or deprivation of citizenship decision? If you don't know what they're talking about, then here you have a definition. What is revocation of protection status? It's basically those who've applied for asylum, and here if they're British citizen and they've had a decision saying we're going to deprive you of your British citizenship, then you click yes to this if that's the case. Otherwise, for this purpose, it's going to be no. Click continue. Now, there is a fee for this appeal. You can't have everything for free. So if you are just going to appeal without a hearing, you just want to submit all the documents and hope for the best that the tribunal, the judge will, scour through and read everything. They usually do, but they don't pick up things that you haven't told them. Okay, and if you're just submitting papers, but there's no documents, there's no arguments, including with your appeal, then as a former immigration lawyer, I would always advise clients to appeal with a hearing, because if you appeal with a hearing, you have the opportunity to explain your case, explain certain things, why you have not submitted certain documents, why you can't provide evidence. All these kind of things will give you an explanation, will allow the judge or the Home Office to consider things that and to consider or ask you questions, and you will then be able to explain why that certain evidence are not included in your application, for example. Okay, so I would advise 140 with a hearing, appeal with a hearing. Okay, so then you continue to the new service, because this is a new service. And for this purpose, I am making up a name, because this is just to show you what the process is in this case, in what the process is in appealing a decision. Okay, so continue. And then I have to then go onto my email, this email, and then, okay, got it. And then here it says confirm your email address, and then you just confirm your email address, and then you create a password. Okay, so create a password, and then continue, and then you can sign in. You can sign in using the so you sign in. I'm literally showing you step by step how it is done. Internet is a little bit slow, or the HMCTS website. Okay, so once you're signed in, this is the page. Okay, it will ask you about your appeal details, your argument, your hearing details, and your appeal decision. So this is where you're going to keep coming back for your appeal. So they will communicate with you through email, the email address that you have provided. Now, so we're going to answer some questions. So click continue. So these are some questions. This will actually literally take you even 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes to complete. So you're currently living in the United Kingdom, you click yes. What is your appeal type? Now, I'm going to go through this very quickly, but you read it as well, so you know what's happening. For protection, this is for asylum, okay? So someone who applied for protection from the UK government, then you click that one. Let's skip that one first. The European Economic Area, if you are a family member, EEA citizen, and you, for example, have been refused EU settlement, pre-settled status or settled status, then you click this one. And again, this one, revocation of protection status, meaning they've sent you a letter, you're asylum seeker, they've sent you a letter saying we're going to revoke your protection status, we're going to take that away, so you're appealing against that decision. You take this one. And lastly, if you're a British citizen and you've received a decision from the Home Office to say they're going to deprive you from your citizenship, and you have a right of appeal, and so you click on that one. But for majority of cases, which is what this video is for, it's for human rights appeal. So this will be applications for spouse visa, renewal of spouse visa, for example, or child visa, or discretionary leave, any other human rights applications that you have made and you have been refused, then you click on that one. Okay, so then you click save and continue. Okay, so then you need to answer the home office details. And this is about your reference number. For this purpose, again, I don't have a reference number, so I will just copy this reference number, which you normally get. But otherwise, sometimes they give you like a reference number on the top of the home office letter that has like 9 digit, sorry, 9 digit. So I'm just going to copy this 12, yeah, 12 or 16, 16 digit reference number. Okay, save and continue. Okay, so this is the letter, this is the date, this is the deadline. So when you appeal, there is a deadline. As soon as you receive the decision letter, you have 14 days from, not from the date that you received it, because this is, this is, for some reason, they're counting the deadline from the date that the letter was sent. And you only know when the date of the letter was sent from the postmark. If you have received it by post, then you look at the envelope and check when exactly the home office has sent this, and it will have a date from the home office. If it hasn't, there is no date, then you're going to have to take a picture of the envelope and see why you can't figure it out. But let's say you received it the other day, okay, and the postmark was what's the date? The date today is, let's say, 11th of August, and the postmark is the 5th of August. Okay, so 5th of August. Now, the deadline is from the 5th of August, even though you only received it like 2 days ago. Okay, so it says enter the date the email was sent by the home office. So that's by post. But if by email, then if you received it today, then most likely that's the date that they've sent it. Okay, because it's email is kind of instantaneous. It's the same date that's sent, and few hours later, or moments later, you receive that decision. So you enter that date. So for this purpose, I'm just going to put, let's say, 5th of August. And then save and continue. And then you are being asked to upload the letter itself, the decision. So if you what you need to do if you received it by post is to scan it first, or take a picture, and then take a picture on your phone, send it to your email, and then I think you can use your phone to upload documents. So find ways how you can upload a file using your phone. So for this purpose, we are going to just do this. So grounds of appeal, online, and then upload file. Click upload file so that it's actually uploaded on the website. Okay, so now here you can see grounds of appeal, and then you save and continue. Okay, then lastly, they ask you for your personal details. Okay, so again, made up name, save and continue. And then date of birth, check nationality, select nationality. For this purpose, we're going to say we are Indian. Save and continue. And then you can enter your enter your address. So say again, this is made up address that I have created. Okay, so then you have contact details. So it's very important that you give them the correct contact details, either by mobile phone or email. So if you just want them to contact you by email, then you need to give them the correct email address, because that's how they communicate with you about your appeal. It's at gmail.com. Or if you're happy to also give them your mobile phone, then you can click here and then enter your mobile phone. Okay. Yeah, so click and continue. So that's it. That's how it's done. Now you want to, oh, sorry. You need to decide whether you are going to appeal with a hearing or without a hearing. As I said, it's always a good idea to appeal with a hearing. Sorry, why should with a hearing, even though it costs a little bit more, 60 pounds more, but it is all worth it. Even though you don't have a lawyer, you don't have a budget for a lawyer, it would still be a good idea to go through the appeal hearing and just research how you're going to, compile a document, how you're going to create a witness statement. In fact, I will create a course about this, about how to appeal without a legal representative, to save money, because it's going to be very expensive, especially if you don't have budget for a lawyer. So save and continue. Equality and diversity questions. Don't worry about completing this one. You don't have to complete. It's not going to affect your appeal, so it's optional. See, optional questions about you. If you don't want to answer questions about you, I don't want to answer these questions. You don't have to. There's no obligation, and please don't feel you're obliged to answer those questions. Especially if you're in a hurry, just click I don't want to answer these questions. And then lastly, you have opportunity to check your answers. Okay, so all these answers, if you have made a mistake, you can just click on, let's say, change here on the address. You click on that and then change whatever you need to change. So there's any part that you think you have made a mistake, please make sure it is actually correct. Everything is correct here. And then you need to tick the statement of truth, which is always present in court cases, statement of truth. And then you click submit and continue to pay 140 by debit or credit card. Now I'm not going to click this one because I am not submitting an appeal. I am just merely showing you what the questions inside the notice of appeal online, which is a new process for submitting appeals. It used to be that you could submit a paper form with your credit card details, or you fax the paper form to the tribunal. But I think this one, it's a really good streamlined process, so that you just go and log in and it's all there. Okay, so if you want to find out more about how to prepare your arguments, why the Home Office has made a wrong decision about your application, and what to do afterwards, and how to communicate with the Home Office, what documents you need to gather and submit, please let me know. Email me or make a comment on this video, so I can inform you when a small course. It's going to be a workshop. And I will show you exactly what needs to be done as you go through this appeal process. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you.